Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Trucking with Trucker D. I'm Trucker D, and you're right, we're back at it again. So today we are sitting down here just north of Indianapolis at the little rest area off I-69, about mile marker 250 or so. And we were headed out this way last night, and we're trying to get down to Indianapolis where we got to deliver at today. But I just got to the point where I said I was done. I was tired. And it wasn't because I was driving all day. It was due to the fact that the load that we had yesterday turned into a debacle. And we didn't get home till 3 in the morning. And I had to get back up at 8 a.m. so I could go to my yearly physical. So, needless to say, I was pretty tired after having to stay up until 3 in the morning and then go to my physical and then come home, take care of a couple things, and then head on down to Iron Maintenance there in New Boston, where we got a PM done on the truck. And then now we were there from about 2 o'clock till almost 6, about 5:30. And then my pickup was over there in at Monroe. Picked up at Turness. More of these Ford auto body parts, which is what we're about to do today. We got our first stop, which is about an hour away over here in Indianapolis, right off US 36. And then I think after I'm done there, I'm going to give Horizon Laboratories a call and see if I can just drop off my oil sample, because it gets sent out to Indianapolis anyways, and it's right over by old Georgetown and Millie's, where I used to take loads back when I was over there with Continental. So yeah. But yesterday, it definitely turned into a debacle. You know, I headed down to Fort Wayne to get a load, and you know, I wouldn't normally do something like that, but the wife hasn't got to go with me in the truck in a while, and she enjoys it. So we got headed down there and brought a load back up to Brighton to Gordon Food Service from General Mills. And yesterday was the first time I sat in the dock at Gordon Food Service. Well, not yesterday, but Sunday. It was the first time I sat in the Gordon's Food Service dock for as long as I did. And I was still waiting for detention on that load now, and I requested it, and he heard nothing back. Then on the way down there, though, to Fort Wayne to pick up, just before we left the yard, I found one of my trailer tires had a nail in it, and it was quite soft when I kicked it. So I went down there to the Loves in Milan. Well, let me backtrack for a minute before I go that far. So, like I said, I found the tire. It was low. I go to grab my air hose out of the truck so I can put air in it so I can get to a shop to get it fixed, or at least put air in it so I could run it for the day, and then when I got to Iron Maintenance, I'd have them just fix it while I was there. Well, needless to say, I've got the air hose out, went to go find the valve stem, and mind you, this is the inner tire. I find that the inner valve stem is not across from one of the holes of the front tire. So, needless to say, that pissed me off. And it's because Love's over in St. John's, Indiana, off I-74. I pulled in there one day to get a new tire because my tire had a huge ass leak in it, and it was not repairable. So I bought a new tire, and they must have, when they put it back on there, didn't pay attention, and that ended up costing me $320 yesterday, and I'll get to that. But yeah, they did put the tire back on the right way so I could get to the valve stem on the inner tire. So once I noticed that, I'm like, well, I'm empty. I have no other option but head down to the Loves there in Milan. So I called them, and they said they were available and they didn't have nobody in front of them at that moment. By the time I got down there, which was about an hour later, they had a 4-hour wait. And I told them this whole story about the tire. Like, can somebody just come out and switch it around? Whatever. 4 hours. The dude was a real asshole. They could at least help me out since it was another one of their locations that screwed it up. But whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just go down to the Petro there in Napoleon and see if I can get in that shop or the Love shop, one of the two. And then my mind started spinning, and I'm like, well, I could probably get this fixed now. Let me just Google some other shops in the area. I get this one place that's 24 hours. I'm like, well, it's in Milan. I'm like, let me come to your shop. I'll take care of it. He's like, oh, I got a guy heading to Dundee. Just pull into the Citgo there. He'll come take care of you. Long story short, dude ended up charging me $320. She's like, oh, I had to come up from Ohio. I'm like, I would have came to your guys' shop. And every time I said that, they just kind of like didn't say anything. They just ignored what I was saying. I forgot the name, or I put him on blast. I was really pissed off yesterday. It cost me $320. I did contact Loves, however, the general office, and they did say they're going to look into it. I sent them my receipts and everything, and the invoice of the tire from that day. So we'll see what comes of that. But other than that, I'm honestly to the point where I'm done with Loves. They don't really have a used tire selection, which is what I usually put on the trailer tires. And I'm actually to the point where I'm thinking about buying, I can get 7 tires from Walmart, the double coins, for just a little under $2,300. I just gotta find a place to actually mount and balance them, which I think my shop, Independence Truck Repair, might be able to do. I gotta call and find out. On another fact though, let's update you on RXO. I finally got my detention for all 4 loads. Yesterday, the last one that owed me was the one in from Birmingham to Scottsville, Kentucky, the Dollar General one. And I just kept calling yesterday. I got to the point because they said, oh, we'll have somebody call you back on Monday. And they kept saying shit like that, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep calling until somebody actually does something. And I finally got somebody to do something, and we got our detention for that load. So, as of right now, we're actually on a JB Hunt load. There's still RXO loads out there, and it did take a while to get my detention, but I'll still keep them in the wheelhouse considering loads right now just aren't plentiful. I was surprised to get this JB Hunt load for as good of a rate as I did. I've been getting good loaded per rate miles, and I'm starting to, because of the quantity of loads, I'm starting to look at things like this as far as deadhead goes. Granted, I still gotta find it to make it in the time so I can still run in 11 hours. But I figure as long as I look at it this way, I charge $1 a mile for deadhead, and it covers my fuel costs. So right now I'm roughly around 60 cents a mile for fuel. And as long as like I said, I'm charging $1 for $1 a mile for deadhead, I'm still profiting on the deadhead, and I'm still making a good rate per mile on the load. I'm just gonna look at things like that for a while, and if it shows up on my books as $1.95 all miles, well, I mean, it is what it is. Look at the loaded mile, and we can figure it out from there. But I know it's not gonna look good on my numbers as far as profit gauges goes, because lot less than it should be. It might end up being less than my expenses per mile, but we're going to hope we can prevent that from happening. But today, we're going to get ready to head on down the road. I've been babbling on here for about 10 minutes now, and you know, I'm going to try to get some footage today because we're going to be running across the Mississippi on US, some US, I think it's actually still US 36, believe it or not. I have to look at it again. We're going to be running over to Iowa. We got this stop here today in Indianapolis, and then I'm going to try to get over there early enough to see if they'll get this off the truck today, and then I can just chill till I go pick up there in West Burlington, because I got a deadhead that's really 5 miles from my drop-off. Only thing is, when I booked the load, it said a window appointment, and I got the rate confirmation, it said 5 p.m., and then there's a pickup. Granted, it delivers over in Bedford, Ohio at 1 p.m. the next day. So we're going to see how that works. We got 2 loads this week that are multiple stops, and then the load coming home and goes to our, it's an Aldi run coming out of PA. So we'll see how things work out this week. But we're going to go ahead and get on down the road. I'm going to pour my coffee and get my coffee pot cleaned up and get our pre-trip done and hope for a good day, y'all. Let's get this footage and let's get on down the road. Later. Done here at our first stop of this run. Now we have to head across over to Iowa. And we have to get fuel on our way through, and we're gonna stop over in Indianapolis. Well, we're in Indianapolis, but we're gonna stop over before we get on 74 over there by the old Aunt Millie's that we used to deliver to. And we're going to drop off our oil sample. So hopefully we get a response back real quick on that. First we got to get out of this parking lot here. Go over here and cut wide. Oh, now that van's right there. You got to be kidding me, man. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. You know, they don't make it easy to get out of this parking lot, that's for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this. You know, for a place that gets semi-trucks, you'd think they would try to make it a little bit easier for us to get in and out of here. Watch my mirror over here on the right. We're clear. That's what I love about hood mirrors. I don't understand how some of these trucks don't got them. I'd be lost without my hood mirrors. If my truck didn't have hood mirrors on it, I'd be putting them on there. That right mirror over there on the front really helps when it comes to blindsiding. came in here, I pulled in and came around and had the front end facing the door. Apparently it was too hard for them to drive out to behind the truck to with the high-low to pick up, and they're actually kind of rude about it. Oh, I need you facing that way. And when I walked in there, they kind of looked at me like, what the hell are you doing here? So whatever, it is what it is. Hopefully the people over there in Iowa will be a little bit more friendly. So yeah, we're gonna go over here to this Walmart in West Burlington. I need to pick up a couple items. I didn't bring no ranch for my mozzarella sticks, and I got packets of barbecue sauce I can use for my my chicken tenders if I get froggy. I'm gonna have to buy me another small thing of ranch. Hopefully I can find me a small cheap one. A little travel size bottle. I'm gonna wait for these cars to go. This truck with this trailer is moving a little bit quick. Yeah, we'll just wait for a second, I guess. So yeah, they're like, oh, we'll put a pallet jack up in there after we get the first 2 pallets off. Now, mind you, these are long pallets, and a pallet jack's not going to really work because of the way they're made. The wheels, to get it in there all the way, the wheels are going to start hitting pieces of the cardboard and whatnot. I'm like, we don't need to worry about no pallet jack. Like, I got straps to get this done. Now, I had the driver actually has to get the stuff to the back of the truck on these ones. They're going right to dealerships, and when you got to move stuff to the back for them to pull off the truck, they call that tailgating. So you got to actually tailgate all the stuff to the back, and you know, I pulled a little skill and knowledge that I had from when I worked in Casimir Tool when I ran the box truck. We had this big claw that would hook onto the pallets, and it would grab the pallets, and you just hook those straps that was hooked to the claw up to the high-low, and you just pull it back. So I went and bought about 60 feet worth of straps from Harbor Freight after I did my first load of these things. And they pop up from time to time, so it's nice to have them on there because I like doing them. Last summer I did 3 in a row. I did the first one, and then when I went to do the second one, I had the straps, and I didn't need them the next 2 loads of those things. But the last time I did these for Schneider, just recently, I ended up needing the straps. And then I used the straps this time. This time the pallets were light enough for me to just hook it onto the pallets and pull right to the back. So the first 2 pallets we're gonna have when we get to Iowa. Those ones are heavy, so we're gonna have to we're definitely gonna have to hook them up to the high-low so they can pull them backwards. But other than that, we should be able to pull them all to the front by hand. I got me a little bit of a workout in on that, which felt good really, because I don't get much exercise anymore since I quit wrenching on cars. But we're gonna head on down the road. We got the place we gotta stop at to drop off our oil sample, and then we're gonna stop and get fuel, and then we're gonna head over to the Walmart. We'll probably be out in Iowa around 10 o'clock tonight. It says arrival at 8:44, but you know, Trucker D gotta stop here and there for the restroom, and probably gonna stop for lunch after a while, or maybe I'll throw in a breakfast sandwich in the microwave once I'm over there at dropping off the oil sample. But we're gonna do our best to keep the left door closed and keep on running. So we'll see y'all out there, y'all. Let's get on down the road. What's happening, y'all? So we are over here in West Burlington, Iowa. We made it across the Mississippi, and I am freezing right now because I was just outside taking the drone up for the first time in a while. It's been a little bit too windy for it in the past, so finally got us some drone footage. It's a little bit choppy because I was freezing out there. My hands are numb at the moment, but hey, we got drone footage, and I got a picture of that beautiful sunset right over in front of us too. But we're here at the Walmart, like I just said, and I got here probably around 4 o'clock Central Standard Time, and I went inside and I picked me up a few items, and I picked me up an item that I haven't had in a while. You know, put this up for a little second. That's better. Yeah, check this out, y'all. These are my favorite. It feels like they're getting a little warm from the bunk heater, so I just set them over there on the passenger seat. I've been trying to cut out my sugar intake, but I ain't had those in a while, and I seen them as I was walking in the store, and I'm like, I'm buying them. And I got me some ranch because, like I said, I forgot my ranch, and I have mozzarella sticks and chicken tenders in here that I can throw in the air fryer. And I bought me some cheese and chili cheese Fritos so I can warm up my chili here in a little bit. I am absolutely cold right now. I cannot believe how much colder it is. I might actually have to get out and try to fire up the generator tonight and see if it will still fire, so I can run my little space heater and set it up on top of the microwave up here and keep the truck nice and warm along with the bunk heater. I might even actually plug in the truck, get the scooter out and ride over here to Murphy, USA, and get some fuel in the canister. I might even just go for a scooter ride. I don't know. We'll see. I still got a little bit of time before I got to go to bed tonight. Our appointment's at 9:30 in the morning, and it's literally 5 miles down the road. Now, I could have went over to the 34 Travel Plaza. You know, from above on Google Maps, it looked like a little rinky-dink place. But I was looking at their website, and the website actually looks better than the place looks too. But they said they had Wi-Fi over there. But you know what? It's quiet over here, and I always get good sleep when I sleep in a Walmart parking lot. And plus, Trucker Path said that it has overnight parking, and I didn't see no signs that say no overnight parking. So it is what it is. We're going to stay here for the night. We're going to watch a little TV. Looks like 8 Mile's about to start. That's a good movie. We're going to get this video edited and eat a little food. Now, in the beginning of this video, I mentioned to y'all about my incident with Love's and the tire and all this and that. Now, I wanted to let y'all know that, yeah, this is definitely a learning experience for me with that tire situation. I will always check every time a shop takes off my tires before I even leave that all my valve stems are across from each other from here on out. You know, it cost me $320 to learn that lesson, unfortunately, but hopefully I can save somebody out there the headache of a flat tire or a roadside call just by mentioning this little tip of check your valve stems. Make sure you can get to all of them. And let's hope that we get reimbursed by Love's, and of course I'll let you know if we do. And another update, I don't know if I mentioned it at all, but RXO, I think I did actually mention this in the beginning. I'd have to go back and look at the beginning, but if I did, well, you're hearing it for a second time. RXO/XPO has paid me all my detention. So now I'm just waiting on loads to be paid from Vineline Logistics, and it don't look like I'm going to hear anything from the loader I just did this Sunday for, who was the broker on that one? Well, let me look at my book here real quick. I'll tell you who the broker was on that one. I'll email them again tomorrow and see if they heard anything, but it's unfortunate once again that I have another broker, Dupree. Now, I'd never heard of him. It was a filler load for me to have try to make a little extra money this past Sunday and to go out with the wife, like I also mentioned earlier. I'm sure I'm repeating myself a little bit in this video, but yeah, I'm gonna have to email them, see if I can get my detention from them, because now they're gonna owe me. I haven't factored that load yet, but I think I'm gonna at the end of the week if I don't get nothing. They're probably, them and C.H. Robinson are gonna be the only 2 loads that I end up factoring this week. C.H. Robinson's gonna be next week, because I'm actually picking that up in PA and it delivers Monday, unless I can get loaded early over there in PA and get back before the place closes at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see what happens. But with that, y'all, I'm going to get on this video and start pulling the footage off the camera that I got today, and hopefully I can put a video together with everything I got. Alright, y'all take it easy. Thanks for following this journey. Hustle hard and stay humble. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Later.